it's Cameron. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my New Year's resolutions and goals for 2020. So 2019 is already coming to an end. Honestly, this year went by so fast. I feel like this year was not the best year of my life, but I think that I'm finally kind of making my way out of that tunnel of negativity, and I'm opening a new door of positive life, and I just feel really happy these past few weeks, and I'm so excited for the New Year's to start. I honestly feel like you don't need a new year to kind of change your lifestyle around, but it definitely is a good starting point. I feel like for me at least, it's always really easy for me to have a specific starting point. I honestly have a long list of goals and resolutions for this year because I feel like I'm just getting this vibe that 2020 is about to be my year. I feel like it's going to be a year of success for me, and I really hope that I'm right about that. I feel like when you speak things into existence, it happens, and it just sets a more positive mood for the year. But I have a few things on my list that I'm going to share with you guys. Hopefully this gives you guys some ideas if you don't know what you want to make your goals or resolutions, or you wanted to add some things to your list, or if you just want to get some inspiration for the new year. I hope this video helps you guys. Make sure to comment down below what your guys' goals and resolutions are for 2020, and I really hope that you guys enjoy watching this video. So the first resolution on my list is to become more educated. I definitely want to become more educated on what's going on in the world. I feel like I know the bare minimum, honestly, compared to what I should know. I know all my information from Twitter, from my parents, all that kind of stuff, but I feel like I want to start watching the news, start reading more articles, and start kind of just being more aware of what's going on in the world. I feel like we as teenagers and college students and people in their their early 20s, before reaching adulthood, I feel like we think that these things going on in the world aren't going to affect us directly, so it's not super important for us to know. But it is super important to know because those things still affect you, and we think that it's not affecting us directly, but it 100% is. And I just feel like as a person, I want to just know more than I know as of now. I actually downloaded the CNN app onto my phone, and it gives me notifications of just things that are going on in the world. And honestly, lately I just kind of exit out the notification and I don't really read them. But for 2020, my goal is to actually click on every single notification, even if I skim through the article, just to know what it's about. I feel like it's just really important to know. And also, by becoming more educated, I want to expand my vocabulary. I want to learn bigger words. I feel like my vocabulary right now is just very basic and it's just very minimal, and I want to definitely expand it. I feel like it just makes you sound smarter and more intellectual, and that's what I want. I feel like it just sounds so much more professional, especially with YouTube when I'm talking to you guys. When I watch YouTubers who use big words, I have to write that down. I'm okay, I don't know. I just feel like it's nice. For that, I actually have an app. I started using it last month. I was using it for a week, and I kind of fell off with it, but I'm gonna try to use it at least every night, every other night. The app is called Vocabulary Builder. This is what it looks like. It's called Magoosh Vocabulary Builder, and it just gives you multiple choice questions. There's all different things you can do. So you could just use this app, and I feel like it'll really help if you do it often, and you'll actually expand your vocabulary. Also, I want to become more educated in Spanish. I feel like that's the only other language that I have some knowledge in just from learning about it in high school, but I haven't taken it since sophomore year of high school. But I feel like I still remember a lot of stuff, and I can actually understand what people are saying sometimes, and I can sometimes read it. I just don't speak it that well, and I'm not 100% correct with all of it. So I definitely want to work on that more. I know I'm not going to become 100% fluent in Spanish by just teaching myself, but I do want to learn some new words in Spanish just so I can understand more. So I have an app for that as well, which I started using the same time that I was using the vocabulary app, and then I fell off. So this app is called Duolingo, and it just gives you fill in the blank questions and multiple choice questions that are in Spanish. So it's pretty cool. I don't know if it has, I think it has, yeah, it has other languages too. I just specifically chose Spanish because I already have knowledge in it. So, and kind of going off that as well, I definitely want to read more in the new year. I don't hate reading. I feel like I say I hate reading just because I don't like to sit down and open a book and just sit there. I don't have patience, and I also just get distracted really easily. But if I have a good book, I really do like to read. And I feel like that's another thing that goes with becoming more educated, because reading definitely makes you smarter. The people I speak to have the strongest vocabulary. I ask them how they found these words to use and how they became so good with their vocabulary, and it always is because I read a lot. So I definitely want to read more. Okay, the next one is I want to learn to be a morning person. Right now, I would not consider myself a morning person. Over winter break, I've been waking up around 10:30, which is pretty late. It's not super late. Like, I know some people who sleep till like 1 in the afternoon. I just couldn't do that. But I still feel like I am sleeping away my day a lot. By the time I actually get out of bed and get ready, like, I feel like my day is gone. So I want to start waking up earlier. I think within the next few weeks, I'm going to try to like start waking up earlier because I kind of have to. Because the past 2 semesters, the earliest class that I took was a 10 a.m. class, which was horrible for me. But next semester, I decided to take a 9 a.m. class on Wednesday, 9 to 11:50 a.m. So it's basically a 3-hour class. That's at 9 a.m. and then I have another class after it, and then Tuesday, Thursdays I take a 9:30 a.m. class and then another class late, like after it as well. I definitely need to work on waking up earlier because waking up at like 7:30 a.m. is not going to be fun for me, or 7 a.m. or whatever, because I don't really do well. But the more you practice it, you get better. And also going to sleep early is a big factor of being able to wake up early. So I definitely just want to fix my sleep schedule overall. Okay, so the next goal for 2020 is to learn to budget my money better. I feel like I just have a spending addiction. I just see something and I want it and I feel like I have to buy it. And it's really bad how much unnecessary things I buy. And I just feel like I really need to learn to kind of separate like things I want versus things I need, and just buy the things I need and hold off on the things I want when I actually have a like sufficient amount of money to be spending. So I definitely need to work on budgeting my money. I've actually got better at it. I opened a savings account because my debit card didn't have my like a savings account for a while, so I have a savings account, but lately I've been having to take a lot of money out of my savings account. But I did keep it good for a while, but I've also been spending on my credit cards and I have to like continue paying those off. So I definitely need to just work on budgeting my money and paying off those credit cards. The next one I have written down is to live a healthier lifestyle. So this includes working out and eating good. I feel like the working out part I'm pretty good on. I go through little stages where I'm just kind of having like a dry patch with the gym and I just don't really go as much. For the eating good, for the past like 5 months, I've been eating horrible. I ate good in the summer, but I've just been eating so bad. Okay, not horrible. Like I try not to eat out too much. Like I'll bring food places, but I just eat a lot of sweets, and I love sweets and dessert food. So I'm trying to kind of cut that out more in 2020. I'm also going to try not to eat as much and just kind of pay attention more to what I'm putting in my body, the chemicals, like the foods I'm eating, because so much of the things that I'm actually eating and like taking in are just not good for me at all. Not even just about like losing or gaining weight or gaining muscle or just like getting my body right, but just because it's about being healthy and like just living a healthy and long life. And I definitely want to kind of focus on that more. I want to eat slower because I definitely feel like you get full faster when you eat slower. I'm always hungry because I eat so fast and I just take in the food so fast and I'm like, okay, I'm so hungry. I don't allow the food to actually like digest. So I want to work on that. And then with like going to the gym, I want to work on going more often than I even go now. And I want to work on like challenging myself more at the gym, lifting heavier weights, pushing myself to be stronger, doing workouts that I'm not so used to doing all the time. Like I went to spin class once. I want to try to go to them more because I feel like I burn so many calories. I want to do more like high intensity workouts that kind of scare me sometimes because I'm like, I'm gonna die, but those are so good for you. So definitely want to challenge myself more with the gym. The next one I have written down is to change up my style and kind of take more risks with my fashion and what I wear. I feel like I'll see people wearing certain things and I'm like, oh, she looks so cute in that, like that's so cute, but it's just not for me. Like it's cute on her, but it wouldn't be cute on me. And I feel like the reason I think that it won't be cute on me is because I just can't see myself wearing those things. Because I'm like, oh yeah, like I can't see myself wearing that. But the reason I can't see myself wearing it is because I don't actually take the risk and try to wear it. So I think I want to try to like step out of my comfort zone more with clothes and fashion and just wear more things that I'm like kind of afraid to wear. I feel like everything that I don't wear that I think is cute, it's usually because I feel like it won't fit my body type or because I feel like it's just like not me. But honestly, I feel like I just need to get out of that mindset. Right now I just wear very like basic clothing, and that's not because I want to be basic and want to be like everyone else. It's just because that's what I feel comfortable in, and those are the clothes that I actually really like and I feel like I lean towards. But there's also clothes that I like that are kind of more out there, and I want to kind of try to start trying those things out more. The next thing that I have written down is to become more crafty, artistic, creative, And by this I basically mean that I want to just try to expand like my creativity, but more in the like hands-on way. I feel like I'm creative in my mind, like I can think things out, but I'm not really good at actually like making, what's the word? Like, I'm not actually really good at, like, doing it myself. Like, I can think of a really good idea in my head, but I can't actually make it happen. So, I feel like that's what I want to work on. I'm just not a very artistic person or, like, crafty person, but I've really been trying. Like, I want to do more DIYs and stuff because I feel like there's so many things that you could make yourself. We all go out and spend a fortune on. Meanwhile, we can just get a few supplies together for cheap at like Michael's or the dollar store, and you could just make it and it'll look just as good as the store-bought one. So I definitely want to try to do more stuff like that, more crafty things, DIY things. It'll just save me so much money, and because it's fun, like I enjoy doing that stuff, it's just I'm not that good at it, but I feel like the more you do something and the more you practice it, the better you get. The next thing I have written down is that I want to do yoga and meditation. This also kind of goes with the healthier lifestyle, like, especially because I work out a lot. I feel like I should have one yoga day a week where I'm actually just stretching out my body, relaxing all my muscles, relaxing my mind, giving myself a break, winding down, all that stuff. So meditation is just really good too, because sometimes I get really worked up, I get anxious, I get stressed, and I feel like meditation really calms you down, allows you to kind of like sit back and just relax. Okay, the next thing that I have written down is to be more easygoing and adventurous. I feel like a lot of times when we're doing, like me and my friends want to do something different, I get nervous and I'm just like, I think of the pros and cons, but sometimes I think of like the cons more. And I feel like it is good to like think of the pros and the cons, because you never want to put yourself in a situation where the outcome could be bad. And I feel like sometimes things can be prevented if you actually think about the outcome and think about how it could be a bad thing. So I do value that part of myself, but sometimes I feel like I definitely need to just let loose a little and relax and just not think so much about the cons and just take the risk. And I would never do it with something that I know is dangerous or could harm me or my friends, but just something small that I'm like kind of iffy about and holding back on. I want to just take more risks and just be adventurous about it, you know? Okay, the next thing is just to be a more positive person overall. I feel like a lot of times I'm so negative on myself and I think negatively and then negative happens, but if you actually give yourself a positive mindset, then positive things will happen. And it's kind of like what I said with speaking things into existence. If I'm saying like, oh no, I'm gonna do bad on this test, I'm probably gonna do bad on the test, even if I studied for it. But if I'm positive and I like think like confident and I'm confident, I might do well on it. I mean, obviously if I studied I wouldn't, but you guys know what I mean. I feel like it's just really important to have a positive mindset in everything that you do in life, and I just feel like I just want to be a more positive person overall. That's it. Another thing is I want to stop being so hard on myself. I'm a very organized and structured person. I'll write things down exactly how I want them to go. I'll plan out my day accordingly to like how I want it to go, and if it doesn't go exactly my way, I usually am hard on myself. Like, why didn't I wake up early enough to go do this? Why didn't I do that? Like, why didn't I get everything I wanted done? And I stress myself out, I get hard on myself, I'm upset, and then it makes me not want to do anything. I feel like I need to stop being so hard on myself. Like, if something doesn't go as planned, like, it's fine. Like, I'll find another time to do it. The next thing that I have written down is to allow myself to be bored. And I know this sounds weird, but I feel like I never give myself the chance to actually be able to say I'm bored. Like, I always want to do something. I always want to be editing a video. I always want to be doing work. I always want to be cleaning. Like, I'll always find something to do in my long list of to-dos, but I'll never actually allow myself to just lay in bed and chill for like a good period of time. Another thing I want to focus on is just to slow down overall in my life. Kind of goes with the last thing, where I'm always trying to do something and I'm always rushing around. I feel like I just need to slow down in general. Even when I'm like trying to get things together, like I'm always rushing and grabbing things from here, and I'm just like dropping things and being clumsy. And I feel like a big part of my clumsiness, because I'm so clumsy, is because I'm always rushing. I'm running up and down the stairs, I'm grabbing things, I break a nail, I slip down the stairs, like I jam my toe because I'm rushing. Like, I feel like it's all because I don't allow myself to slow down. I always make myself rush. A lot of that has to do with like I just need to start getting ready earlier or be more prepared, but I feel like I just need to relax and slow down, because me like moving fast isn't gonna make things really go any faster, because I'm gonna end up hurting myself. Like, that's just what happens with me. I don't know if that makes sense. Hopefully you guys get it. The next thing that I have is to try and stay off my phone and lower my screen time. My screen time was at like almost 8 hours like a few weeks ago, and I was really just disappointed in myself. I don't even want to know what it is right now. Actually, let's check. So right now it's at 5 hours and 50 minutes, but it was at 4 hours in the beginning of the week, but now it's 5 hours and 50 minutes, my daily average screen time, and I want that to go down to like 3 hours. And I just feel like with like the phones, every time I'm out, like we're all on our phones, and I know I'm a big issue of it, but I just want to be able to put my phone down and not worry about what everyone else is doing and being on social media and all that. Like I just want to live in the moment and not live through my phone. Like, hi guys, this is me editing, and I realized I forgot to add in one of my goals for 2020 in the videos. I'm just gonna insert it real quick. But one of my goals is to start journaling and writing. I want to keep a journal and just write my feelings more so that I don't let them like pile up on top of me and me get upset. I want to stop posting my feelings on social media and not be too personal on social media. I don't want anyone to really know when I'm upset. So that's why a journal is a great solution. Sorry, I didn't want to get back on the camera and set up my whole like lights again and change back into the clothes. So that's why I'm adding this in like this. My last New Year's... Whoops. This video was not in order at all, but I'll actually acknowledge right now, this is my #1 goal for 2020 right here. And obviously you guys know it's to expand my YouTube channel. I just want to say YouTube is probably like the best thing that's happened to me. Honestly, like no exaggeration, even though nothing's really came from it yet, but it's just brought me so much happiness and positivity and confidence into my life. I have become such a more confident person once I started this channel, and I slowly realized myself literally not caring what people say about me. Like, I could hear about what someone says and it just does not affect me. Like, I'll be able to laugh, and I think that all of that confidence definitely came from me making YouTube videos. I just love it so much. It's so fun. It gives me such a good feeling when people tell me like my videos are good or just things about my channel. It just makes me so happy. Like, it makes me emotional. But I really do want to grow my channel because I do want this to be something that can be like my job. Like, I want to be able to actually focus on this and not have to worry about having like other jobs. Like, obviously in the future I want to do something, like I want to be a teacher, but I don't want to have to worry about like keeping like a lifeguarding job when I really want to be focusing on this the most. Like, because I treat YouTube right now as a job. Like, everyone always asks me how I'm so consistent, and it's because I treat it like a job. But it's hard to do that when you have other jobs and stuff. So I do want to be able to make this my job. I don't know if I'll get to that point, but my goal of 2020 is to get to that point. My goal right now is to have 1,000 subscribers by like maybe February. I'll give it to like the end of February. It definitely took me a long time to get 500, and some people it takes them way faster to get subscribers. For me, it just takes a lot longer to get subscribers, but I still feel like I just have this feeling that I can get myself there if I continue making good content for you guys. And my goal is to just kind of reach a further audience than just my friends and just friends of friends. Like, I really want to get my name out there. This channel just means so much to me, and if I were able to actually treat this channel as a job and focus on this channel mainly, and like besides everything else in my life, I mean besides school obviously, that would just be so exciting for me because I just love doing this so much and I'd have so much more time to do it. So that is my #1 goal for 2020. Hopefully you guys can help me make that happen, because if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe right now down below. Share my channel with your friends, turn the bell on, get my post notifications. Every bit of support counts. Anyways guys, that is it for this video. I really hope that you all have a happy and blessed new year. Hope you guys enjoy spending it with your family, your friends, your loved ones, anyone who you plan to spend the holiday with. New Year's is just such a great time. I really hope that you all set some goals and resolutions for the new year, and I hope this video gave you guys some ideas of things that you want to do for the new year. Any New Year's resolutions or goals you guys have, I want to hear, so comment them down below. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a big thumbs up, comment down below, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys!